Hello, I'm Evan with Hill People Gear, and I'm going to talk about our Commuter pack. Now, Hill People Gear, of course, is known for backcountry carry backpacks, and a lot of our customers use those packs for daily carry into an urban environment. Some of those packs are even designed in such a way that they lend themselves well to that, the Umlindi and the A3, for example. But we finally decided to create a focused, purpose-built backpack for daily carry into an urban environment. And this is something that I personally wouldn't have had a use for in times past, but as it so happens, I'm working in the shop 3 days a week right now, downtown in Grand Junction, and my wife and I live on a mesa west of town. And so I have the same need that many of you do right now, which is I need a pack with all my stuff in it that I carry to work and then I carry home. So that's the Commuter pack. And I decided for this to just kind of go over it with how I use it and what I'm carrying, which maybe will give you a better idea of what its capabilities are. So I'll start with the suspension side. So we have sort of the classic quilted back panel here. There is no frame element in this because your laptop is meant to be the frame element. We do have a what we call the slick harness. So it's the same contour as the ultra comfortable HPG harness, but it's removed the center buckle, which makes it not interoperable with some of our larger packs. We've removed the bungee cord accessory detail on the front. And we've also, instead of the 1-inch sternum strap, we have a 3/4-inch sternum strap with removable buckles. So if you don't want a sternum strap, you can do that with the slick harness. And so that's what the back looks like. This is padded. That provides half of the padding for the laptop compartment. So moving from there, we have the side accessible laptop compartment like so. My laptop's sitting over there, not in here, but this will take up to it'll comfortably take a 14.5-inch laptop. And by that I mean the external measurements of the width of the laptop will slip right in here. As you can see, we also have a side grab handle, so you can carry it briefcase style. And also, the interior, one side of the interior of this laptop compartment is lined with Velcro loop. So if you wanted to carry something other than a laptop in here and have it organized on a Velcro panel, you have that capability. All right, so moving forward, the next thing from suspension side, the next thing that we will talk about is the main compartment. So the main compartment is accessible via a panel opening that goes from the top of the water bottle pocket all the way around to this bottom corner. So it's not full panel opening, but panel opening to the extent that you can get really good access into it. And so as you can see, I've got some stuff in here, and I'll just pull it out. I have my laptop cable set where it's easy to get to it. I'm carrying a lightweight puffy in here because in Colorado you always want a puffy and a raincoat at minimum. And then I have a new forthcoming organizer pouch that's like the 5/8 pouch, but it's larger at the top. And then I'm using a Blue Force Gear radio holder here. We have a HPG Community GMRS repeater on the ridge line over here, so we can get from the mesa down into town and all over town, and so that's kind of a backup plan for communications. Inside, on the opposite panel, I've got a small camera. Now then there's this mesh pocket, which I'm not currently using, mesh slot pocket, and then behind that is a full height pocket that comes with a piece of foam in it. So you have 2 foam layers on the suspension side, and you can have another foam layer on the outside. So if you wanted to sub-organize this as a camera bag or something, it is a padded pack, not on the sides, but it's sandwiched between padding. I've removed that foam, and that's where I have my raincoat tucked, and a little fleece beanie. It's a Melly from back in the day when you just walk in and buy whatever you wanted. And so that's what the main compartment looks like. Then moving further out, we'll get to this guy in just a moment. Moving further out, we have on the top a dimensional little organizer pocket that's big enough for me to have my mouse and a pair of sunglasses. So that's a real handy, quick access, not obscured by any straps. We'll go over the straps and the compression in a moment. And then I've got a 5/8 pouch here with a few things on it. This whole thing is also Velcro loop. So you can organize stuff in the Velcro loop field and have it concealed or captured by this built-in capture flap. And because I work for a company that believes in the responsibly armed citizen, it's no problem for me to have some of these handy. So that's the outside of it. Now we have this Bellows capture flap. Now I don't use any tweave or stretchy materials on this because I believe in longevity, and simply put, over time the stretchy stuff fails. So instead I've used a Bellows system. There is a little bit of stretchy here on the water bottle pouch on the top, but this is replaceable bungee cord. So when this inevitably gets old and stretchy, you simply tie in a new piece and you're good to go again. So this panel can expand to hold a bicycle helmet if that's part of what you need to carry. I've used it for, like, oh, I got to carry a box home, easy day, I put the box down in here. There's a lot of length on these straps on both sides that allows that thing to float way out. The straps do have built-in strap keepers. Now, for those of you who don't want to have to unbuckle anything to get into your backpack, we give you that option. On this side, the strap terminates either all the way behind the laptop panel, this is user configurable, or terminates here so that you can get into the laptop compartment without unbuckling the strap. Or if you absolutely don't want to have to unbuckle anything, it can terminate on the outer side of the main compartment. So you can have it so there's no unbuckling needed, or depending upon how much you want it compressed and contained. And while we're talking about compression, I do have bottom compression. This is an HPG pack. It's going to be functional, which means that we can compress the load and have the opportunity to add some other things. I have gone with 3/4 inch webbing and hardware throughout for that more cleaner, less beefy kind of urban carry application. Which brings us to the Bellows water bottle pouch. I've got one of the, I believe these are Hydro Packs, and they're a full quart. This will fit up to a just a standard Nalgene bottle, and all the height that you want, of course. And it lays flat as a Bellows pocket if it's not in use. And again, there are on each side some bungee laced in here to tabs. So again, user configurable. I have it configured so that the strap is routed around the outside of the bottle holder, because that's what I believe in. If you don't want that, you can unlace this and have the strap going behind the bottle, and there's pretty good amount of retention on this so that you don't need to use a strap at all. You simply slip the bottle in and out. So we do have just the one bottle holster because for urban carry that's appropriate. And as I said, the strap is user configurable to either capture the bottle or not capture the bottle. Something that bears mentioning, because it does come up, particularly for in the EDC crowd, what fabric are you using? And I know that for a lot of folks it's kind of fun and sexy to have some kind of ultralight fabric. Well, here's the thing. Switching fabrics to a lighter fabric doesn't save overall pack weight. The weight in a pack is all in zippers, which on this pack, by the way, are all the number 10, best longevity we can get zippers. It's all in zippers and buckles and stuff like that. So if we were to switch to a lighter fabric, the pack might be an ounce lighter. Well, there's really no reason when you're talking about switching to a fabric that doesn't have as good of qualities in terms of longevity and cut resistance as the 500D Cordura is that we use almost exclusively. So we haven't compromised anything by going to a lighter weight fabric. People ask about, well, what about waterproofness? So there's no such thing as a waterproof pack short of a seam sealed roll top dry bag style. That's just how it is. water typically intrudes not even through the zipper. The rubber zippers don't really save you anything because water intrudes through the stitch lines on the side of the zipper. And the 500D Cordura we use, it's polyurethane coated on the inside, so absolutely 100% waterproof, plus DWR treated on the outside, so it resists any kind of water intrusion into the face fabric. So our packs are just as waterproof as anything out there, short of a like actual rubberized seam sealed roll top dry bag, which for an urban carry, you know, if you live, well, I used to commute in Seattle via bicycle where there's a little bit of rain, and I used a Timbuktu messenger bag, which truly has a waterproof lining, rubberized lining, and if that's what you need to do, you know, that's probably going to be your choice. But short of something like that, this is about as waterproof as it's going to get in terms of a backpack that you can buy that has zippers and such. So that's the fabric choice. The top grab handle, the side grab handle are 3/4 inch tubular webbing for that little bit softer hand and a little bit more upscale feel. For the most part, at least for now, the colors that we're offering these in are kind of more urban focused. So we're doing a solid color with black accents. So you're looking at manatee black. Also, we'll have it available in elk with black accents, and of course, all black. Down the line, maybe down the line, we have the grouse blue with black accents, and you know, you'll see some other fun stuff, limited runs over time, but in general, we're sticking with really solid, urban focused, solid color with black accents. So that is the Commuter pack from Hill People Gear, and I know some folks will carry in the backcountry, but for us, it's aimed at that urban carry with a laptop on a daily basis. Thank you for taking the time to watch.